please go down because I don't want the girl behind me to think it's mine. And it just went around and it's still there. And I was like, why can't you just go down? But anyways, Jimmy just mentioned, my name is Mary Ho, and I love to live in Hong Kong because I'm surrounded by other hoes. Any hoes out there? Wannabe ho.
Wannabe, yeah.
Actually, I meet most of the other hoes in Wan Chai too. But people always, Hong Kongers, and even Ryan, maybe. Where is he?
Over here.
Oh.
If I'm the right, you're talking.
Yeah. Because people always assume that I'm a Chinese hoe, but I'm really a Vietnamese hoe. Do you want to know what the difference between a Chinese hoe is and a Vietnamese hoe?
Sure.
Most Vietnamese hoes are manicurists, so we give better hand jobs. Actually, you'll be surprised to find out that I'm the youngest of 12 children. And, you know, they say that parents get tired after their first kid, but by the time my parents had me, they were so tired, I had to throw my own first birthday party and invite them. And by the time it was my 5th birthday party, they were sending out invitations to rent out my room. But people sometimes wonder why, why would your parents have so many kids? And it's really quite a simple answer. It's retirement planning. A low initial investment, and then you get a diverse portfolio of income earners. But yeah, it's really easy to swap the assets in your portfolio because you just alienate the low-yielding kids and make new ones. My parents always wanted me to, like most Asian parents, they wanted me to be a doctor. But I thought, I'm going to be really rebellious. I'm going to become a corporate finance lawyer. And I think I chose wisely because there's a lot of litigation in the U.S. What else was I going to tell you about? Oh, I have to really hand it to my parents, though, because they were refugees from Vietnam. They escaped in a boat, and they always had their priorities straight, though. It didn't matter how crowded that boat was or how many kids were around. They always made time for sex. I was conceived on that refugee boat, and it still makes me seasick just to think about it. Another thing about my family is that you always save everything because you're going to pass it down to your younger siblings. But I don't have any younger siblings, and I still don't throw anything out. The other day, I was looking through my drawers, and I found this box of condoms from 2003. And I was like, I'm not going to throw this out. This could make sex with my husband way, way more exciting. It would be like Russian roulette. Oh, in a second, it'll be, oh, baby. Next second, we're having a baby! But actually, I have so many shoes, I had to get a second apartment to keep my husband. But the other thing I love about living in Hong Kong is that hoarding is like a way of life here. I was in a bar the other day, and a girl asked the bartender if she could dab out her half a cup of beer. Dab out is like when you want to take it home, Okay, you guys didn't get that. Translation, dab out.
Too many white people here.
And actually, let me try this other thing that I wanted to tell you about. Oh, yeah, sometimes people confuse dabowing, taking things home, because they confuse it with being cheap. But it's not about being cheap at all. I mean, what do you think those Hong Kong girls are carrying in their oversized designer bags? It's their half-eaten dinner from last night that they're going to have for lunch.
Yeah.
And, you think it's just the girls who are dabowing, but it's the guys too. guys are hoarders in Hong Kong. It's all that camera equipment, you know? But actually, since moving to Hong Kong, I realized that hoarding has become quite a problem for me. It's like, I thought I better try and overcome my hoarding habit, so I went to group therapy. But then I found I couldn't let go of my group. And actually, you know, when I was single, I used to always look forward to meeting Mr. Right and getting married. But now that I'm married, I'm always looking forward to my husband's next business trip. But I'm so super lucky. My husband really spoils me because he's out of town almost every week. And I mean, thank God we have Facebook so I can keep track of his updates, yeah? And when he wants to get really romantic, he sends me a hatching egg on Facebook. But he knows when I get really mad at him because I just unfriend him. And thank God we have Blackberries to help us communicate better, because when we get in fights, the all caps are a lot easier to read. But just kidding, you know, we actually do spend time together. Actually, yesterday we just went to the equestrian event in Shatin. It was really exciting. And one of the horses there, his name was Special Ed. And I thought, that's really clever, you know? And I thought, well, if I had a horse, I would name it My Face. And I wouldn't care if it won any events or won any prizes. It would just be exciting to hear everybody scream, "Come on, My Face!"